What's good, y'all? So in this video, I'm going to be reacting to this Abba and Preach video about Sneako, the blind shepherd. So I'm assuming this is just probably going to be talking about how maybe some of his talking points are ridiculous. Maybe how he doesn't really walk how he talks, you know, he's kind of just maybe pandering to an audience that will eat it up for like monetary reasons. I don't know. That's my like prediction for what this is about to be about. He says a lot of off the wall stuff, I think, to just get attention. I would hope so badly that he doesn't really think like that. But to be honest, you never freaking know. You never know. It's a lot of weirdos walking around. They being exposed, which is great, but you never know if this is pandering or if this is their actual, you know, opinions. But anyways, let's just get into it.
Because you're white, you are Jewish.
All the Muslim grifters are turning on each other.
What just happened? Did he just say, because you're white, you're Jewish? Did I miss something?
Tate to Nick Fuentes to everybody else's goofballs associated with. They're all turning on him now that he's trying to defend his home country. This is footage of Sneako talking about the issue now, and then there's footage of him in the past, and the difference is crazy.
Montage. The reason that they're lying, so comfortable lying about a Christian country, their Christian brothers in Haiti, is because they don't consider them people. They don't consider them brothers at all. Flashback.
Are we talking about the
mofos
eating
might
people?
Have happened in Haiti, not the Dominican Republic, is because they practice something called voodoo. They call themselves Christians in Haiti, but at the same time, they practice a voodoo, like an African voodoo version of Christianity.
The next morning,
vast majority of Haitians, if you've ever met and talked to them, they're Christian, they're Catholic. They like will bury period blood and like mix it with hair, put it in the ground. They'll do demonic rituals where people start like vibrating and shaking. You hear a language, that you don't understand, and you think these are some of the people like will f horses. So maybe that was God punishing this island for practicing witchcraft and trying to conjure the devil in order to get power. So all they say is you should just leave.
And I hate when people say that, because if we want to be real about it, we can just look at America and look at how bullshit most of the stuff that happens is here. I hate when people are trying to say that this is punishment for this and that and the third. Like, just stop. From all the European countries that wanted to come and colonize and enslave. If you're Christian and the person right next to you is Buddhist and y'all are, you know, good people, why does it matter what he? I don't get it. I never got this, but I don't like when people say that kind of stuff, because a lot of fuck people do a lot of fucked up things everywhere, and I don't think that whole entities or whole places are being punished because of that. So let's not single places out. Piss me
off. You should leave America. Leave the country. Bye. We don't like you. This should be a white country. When was this ever a white country? White people created America.
Bro, I literally debated this loser. He was in here supporting Nick Fuentes, who wants a white country. He sucked that dude off. He went into his rallies. He was doing his campaign stuff. He kept supporting him. And now he's over here, now that the Haitians are getting some flack, and he's going, well, when has this ever been a white?
White people created America. White people created America. The United States of America is a white country.
And this is why some of y'all look idiotic from diehard supporting people, to the point where y'all are like, just say like the worst things. Because look, he just switched his complete philosophy. Now what? Which version do you support? Do you support him, or do you support the ideas that he was like talking about then? Let's talk about it.
He just has like multiple personality disorders and he's got a problem.
He's gone full blue pill. He's so based, then we start shitting on Haitians and it's like, whoa, 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 you're a white supremacist.
I went to Haiti 2 months ago, didn't eat a cat. So from firsthand experience, no cats.
Haiti's not so bad. Well, why don't you go live there, bro? Why don't you go?
This is who he was like best friends with. These are the people that these mofos, these are the people that they be around. The Andrew Tates. The assholes right here. These are the people they be around. I mean, he is the asshole.
Bring Islam to Haiti. You can go be a jihadist in Haiti. Yeah, except they can't read and they eat mud. Fucking based. Now they eat dirt and they swim in an open sewer.
It is what it is. I'm not white. I live here. I know I'm never really gonna, but that's the truth. Stop sucking Hitler off. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I've come to realize, and I didn't know this, a lot of people warned me about this, but conservative ideas to a lot of people, it's just white supremacism. It doesn't go back to God, it goes back to Hitler. It was Hitler.
What are we talking about though? Like, is he stupid? I get it. People can grow and change, but he's like, I mean, it's like a whole 180. He went from the North Pole to the South. I mean, what are we talking about? And he might go back to the North. He might. You don't know with him. He's so unpredictable, bro.
Did you think that I was going to be an Uncle Tom in the big house for you whites?
Sneako.
He was.
If the founding fathers saw you, they would have enslaved you. They'd be like, where is your owner, bro?
Me and Nick are good, man. I've always loved Nick. Nick's a friend of mine. I never question Nick. I never question Nick's capability. I never question his intentions. He's a real he's a real ass nigga. So yeah, me and Nick are good.
I had to watch.
I hate the way that you say nigga. That's just me, I guess. I'm just saying, what did he just... He's a real nigga. Nigga.
He said he's against interracial marriage, which is the very thing that birthed Sneako in the first place. Sneako wouldn't even exist if Nick Fuentes was in power.
Like, Nick really, if I listened to this whole call, I don't think he said anything that makes you want to cancel him. I think he's a good guy. He's saying, hey, I love everybody. Is he really being that?
Yo, that's crazy.
Bro,
That you're saying that.
Sneako, that's
Sneako, I'm not even gonna lie. If he had his way and he had, first off, you wouldn't even exist because you're the basis of an interracial marriage. So, but you don't find it kind of crazy that the ideal world that he envisions is one in which you wouldn't exist in?
Sneako. If the founding fathers saw you, they would have enslaved you. They'd be like, where is your owner, bro? Sneako's going woke. It's got to stop. Sneako, we love you. We want you back on Team Red Pill, okay? Me and Zerka.
No, you don't. You don't really like him. There's no way. If that doesn't even... You know what I'm saying?
We're dragging your black ass back to Team Red Pill.
I'm not watching anymore. I can't watch anymore.
Thank you.
Listen, if Sneako's involved, just know he's wrong.
I didn't even know he was black, to be real. I didn't. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't know he was black till like a year ago. I was like, I thought, never mind.
Opposite.
I can't take Sneako seriously, bro.
It's like whatever
Because
he
he's
said,
about to
you
go
already
back
said
on the other
opposite
side.
before, so.
2 weeks. Give it 2 weeks.
Just go be yourself. And if you don't know what that is, stop asking all your daddies for tips. Stop looking at this guy who used to, remember he used to do the fucking cringe Andrew Tate thing where he would stand everywhere and he was doing his little pose? Like, we get it. The reason why people were memeing on you is because every time you spoke in defense of him, you still had his cum all over your face. So nobody was going to take what you said seriously. It's hard. We have evidence that you've been sucking him off. We watched how you were when you went over there to Romania and he barely looked at you and he looked at you as a fucking loser. Why? Because real people can recognize how much of a goofball you are. Right? Because they may not know it because they're seeing this version of you now, but they're going to watch the next version of you and they'll be like, yo, what's wrong with this guy? He was someone else just a year ago. Why was he someone?
No, Sneako, that's not what happened. You did not give a fair criticism based on Islam. Firstly, it is not your job in Islam to criticize anybody. That's the first thing. Second thing, you questioned my faith and called me a Jew. So you were responded to in kind. You cannot be a passive-aggressive little girl. I understand you're young. But if you talk that way to people, you're going to be responded to a certain way. And you do it all the time. It's not just me. It's just who you are. You're very, like, smarmy, snarky. That's who you are. That's fine. But you deserved it. And you got brutally wrecked because you deserved it. Because you can't call me a Jew. And also, just because you've been Saudi and I've been trapped on house arrest, you don't get to be a better Muslim than me and tell me how the world works either, friend. Right? So, no hard feelings, but you fucking deserved it. Right? You said it in person, I would have knocked your ass out. And I would have helped you get up afterwards and said, sorry, sir, I had to break your jaw.
But the thing is, also, I don't like people that speak in this, like this God complex or whatever. I get, given you have your feelings, whatever, you have your morals and everything. And you can completely disagree with how somebody else handles their life. Again, if we're talking about hurting people or kids or abuse in certain way, like I don't want to hear it. But you can like living like just a regular life, or whatever. You can have your opinion and everything, but I don't like when motherfuckers acting like you teaching me something. Like you know more than me, you know better than me, and so you about to teach. You ain't my mama nor my. Well, he don't. Never mind. Never mind. But you not my mama, so I don't want to hear. I don't want to be talked to like I'm a child or something like that, or oh, the only way that's right is the way you know. So I don't like when people do that either.
You know? I know you think you're a tough guy because Strickland couldn't finish you. I'll finish you. Don't worry about that. I'm built different.
He was upset because
He's
Sneako
not tough
had a
at
problem
all.
with something he said. And Sneako
I think
said
I could
something
be
along the lines
Sneako.
of, quoting Andrew Tate says, white supremacists are totally right. And then Sneako replies, this goes against the core fundamentals of Islam. God did not, in fact, choose any race as supreme. And if you believe so, you're Jewish.
Didn't he say?
Okay.
I did not revert to Islam to try to attract fans from Islamic countries. I did not I did not revert to Islam to use a shield from hate. I did not revert to jump on a bandwagon. That is a grift. I am not a grifter. I keep my faith between God and I. Anthony Joshua, Mike Tyson, Dave Chappelle. Many prominent Muslims are private. Praying in private is showing worship to God. This is true faith. Trying to act as Muslim as possible for internet likes is simply a grift. Beware the haram police. They're the biggest snakes of all. Nobody haram policed him. What he said literally goes against
The core fundamentals of being Muslim. white supremacy is wrong. They're not totally right. It's not totally right to believe in a supreme race. That's everything that we're fighting against. The root of all evil stems from a superiority complex from a race.
I swear to God, Sneako literally changed his opinion the way pancakes are flipped when they're on
That's
the
what I'm
stove.
saying. Like,
And
it's,
you know what?
he's like the like an iOS update for the iPhone. How it just like it's just out of nowhere, and now boom, now you can record FaceTime call. Like, I don't know, it's just like weird shit. Oh, now you can see who your partner's FaceTime. It's just too many things, and you just be like, what? That don't even make sense. Why would you add that in as a feature, bitch? Take it off. Go back. For real, because there's another one, and I'm scared to update my phone because it started acting stupid.
While they haven't made the right decision. Meanwhile, the decision you're making today are going to be different than what you're going to make. Shut the fuck up. You don't know yourself. Stop telling people who they have to be. You need to figure out who you need to be. You need to figure out what your values are, what your morals are, what your social circles, but you got no idea. You ain't got no clue. That's why your friends keep changing, your values keep changing. You're all about judging people and what haram. Meanwhile, you doing drugs and sleeping with hookers. Nobody trying to listen to you, bro.
You doing
That's the
drugs,
second
buddy?
time that
I could tell he
you
was
triggered
doing
your own
drugs.
self. That's the second time
Yes.
that you play a video of your choosing and then you get triggered. That's amazing. That's amazing trigger skills.
You're a goofball, bro.
Yeah, it is. Yes. I don't have much to say about Sneako. I never really liked him.
Fair.
No, that's not true. I appreciate him at first back then when you showed me his videos where he was doing, the first version of Sneako.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit, this dude is interesting. Interesting. I didn't know the dude, but interesting. And then he starts flip flop. Jesus, it's always a flip with him.
Yeah.
It's not even a good flip. It's like out
And
of
it's
all
so
the decisions-
drastic. It's always like the heads are like it's so drastic that you can't even keep up. It's not like a gradual growth. It's just like, who are you? And do you know? Is this a character? I don't know. I can't keep up.
you're trying to make, you always take the wrong one. So it's just whatever.
I don't even think the decisions are necessarily wrong. It's just you are committing to something you don't feel certain about and that you don't actually believe in. You're adopting a belief system that you actually haven't thought through, and then you're preaching it.
Yeah.
It's like somebody just opening up the
carrying-
Bible for the first time, and all of a sudden they want to be a pastor.
You're
And
carrying-
A lot
they-
of
and they
people
want to
do that.
counsel their
They-
flock. It's like, bro, you haven't even read through all the Bible verses. Why are you talking to me about what's right and what's wrong? You don't know.
It's because they practice something called voodoo. They all
I already heard him say this. I'm not listening to it again,
As
bitch.
Haitian as me.
No.
Even less, because I speak the language.
Thank you.
My apologies.
And yeah, just, you're not ashamed to talk.
They're about as Haitian as
You're
Obi.
not afraid to talk, to speak it. Like, you're going to make efforts to speak the language
No.
with people that speak the language. So
Yeah.
right there.
Vous pouvez parler.
Right.
Même si pas bien parler.
Ou ka pale men, ou degaj yo.
Yeah, ou ka
Ou
pale.
ka li tou. Exactement ça m'a dit. Moun sa yo pa pale même langage.
I'm gonna learn another language just cause this is really something right here. Like, I'm in total confusion. Like, what did they just say? I thought Haitians, and this is my ignorance, spoke French because they were colonized by the French. But then there's another video I watched where there were Spanish-speaking Haitians, and then I was like, did like some of the colonizers from Spain also colonize? See, it's all about, like, I think like a really important thing about understanding like the roots of some heritage is who colonized them. Honestly, like it's really that, because then you'll understand where they get some of like traditions from, because it's rooted in, a different culture with after the slavery. Anyways,
Après, elle dit, je suis bien parler, mais quand t'es parti dans Haïti, t'es capable de communiquer avec moun yo,
100%.
et tout ça qu'il me dit, il capable de comprendre.
why didn't y'all
But
put
they
like
also would understand. Even though it's a little bit
subtitles so I could be in on the conversation?
like, yo, your Haitian kind of funky. I'm like, yo, but y'all still like, we get you.
Yeah, but you're making efforts.
Yes.
You know?
Yes. It's just propaganda people spread to make the local population, one, be looking elsewhere for why they don't have the infrastructure necessary to survive these earthquakes, but two, also ostracize something that they don't have control over, which is voodoo. That's it. We're gonna stop there for today. Yeah, we'll have to cover it.
Oh, but yeah, I think a lot of stuff is presented in a way, I think that's going to benefit culture or something like that. Like, like we can say stuff about voodoo all the time. Like, to be completely honest, I don't know the details of voodoo. I'm not going to be out here saying it's completely negative if I don't understand. I understand that sometimes certain religions will say, this is evil, you have to do this. And if you do that, you're going to hell. Like, I understand that that's it. But I feel like it's very, at least if you're going to do that, at least research very deeply a culture, the religion, everything, where the roots came from. there's a lot of politics that I really just don't want to get into right now, dealing with like slavery and original religions and stuff, and why a lot of our Christians and so I don't want to do that. But I just feel like if you're gonna call something evil, you better have done all the research in the fucking world, read the books, first hand accounts, all of that, talk to locals, all of that, before you just start calling stuff evil. I don't fuck with that, to be honest. Because if you don't know, just shut the fuck up. Just shut up. Like I said, he's so all over the place. His ideologies change drastically in 5 seconds. You don't know. Next week, he could be a completely different person. And I don't know if he's mentally ill. I don't know if this is for clout. I don't know what he genuinely believes in and what he's passionate about, because it switches so damn much. But, yeah, this is just really unfortunate. It's almost like you watching like a mental breakdown. Or like he has like, you know that movie Split? This is what I feel like. Because it's so different. All the time. That this might just be his other personality. Anyways, y'all like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on TikTok. I'll see y'all in the next one.